Dean Weston is from Gosford in New South Wales, and he's been involved in the music industry as a songwriter, guitarist and vocalist for quite a while now. He's worked in various bands and projects over the years that encompassed several musical genres. He has played countless shows on all over the country and has performed with and supported many other artists, including Shannon Noll, Tanya Kernigan and Becky Cole. Dean, who is the winner of a songwriting award from ABC Radio, is strongly influenced by modern country rock, and he also draws inspiration from contemporary classics. So it follows that his songs naturally resonate with his audiences because he writes about the universal subjects of love and relationships, while he skillfully injects his own personal reflections and observations of a man who is making his way in this big wide world. Dean's most recent EP, appropriately named Giving All I Have, from which you just heard the title track, is a pretty good indication of what this very talented musician can deliver and the impressively high standard that he routinely applies to everything he produces. I, for one, am eagerly looking forward to more from him. I'm delighted to have Dean waiting patiently on the phone to have a chat with me, so why don't I bring him on air right now? Hello, Dean. How's it going, mate?
Oh, good, thanks, Harry. How you going, mate?
I'm good. I'm great.
Good.
We've got an absolutely gorgeous day in paradise down here in Melbourne. It's an absolute ripper. You know,
that's good.
They're few and far between. We celebrate them. We celebrate them.
Yeah.
All righty.
In Melbourne.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've been here all my life, mate. I'm used to it. So.
Yeah, I've only been there a few times. So I hope to get there a bit more often. But the few times I've been there, I've loved it. It's been great.
Oh, that's good. Nice to hear. Usually you hear people bagging up Melbourne something chronic.
No, that's all right. See, I don't mind rain, so that's fine with me. I like the rain. So
okay, well,
I went to the Melbourne Cup there one year, and we had all seasons in one day, and all the locals said, "Yeah, that's normal."
Yep. Yep.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah. No, the old saying, you know, Melbourne weather. If you don't like it, just wait 20 minutes. We'll come up with something you do like.
Absolutely.
Anyway, enough about the weather. Look, welcome to the Country Club. It is an absolute treat to have you on the show, and thank you for taking the time to come on and have a chat with me.
Thanks for inviting me, Harry. This is amazing. Cheers.
Good stuff. All right, now, can you please... Now, I know the title is sort of, you know, it explains everything about the song, but I'd like to hear it in your own words. Tell us the story behind Giving All I Have.
Yep, Giving All I Have. It's a love song. It's a romantic. I guess it's a rock ballad, I guess, or a power ballad. It's a song that I had that I was working on quite a number of years ago, and I had a nice riff and a nice chorus and a verse and I just hadn't done anything with it, but I showed it to my producer and along with some other songs which he's chosen for this EP, and he picked out that one. He said he loved that song, so that's good because I was really proud of this song in particular, and I was glad he chose that song to record. So we went ahead with that one, and it's. Like you said, it's sort of it is a love song, so that's sort of self-explanatory. But it's sort of a bit different. It mixes a bit of a universe, thinking about the universe and how big and wonderful the universe is, and encapsulating that into the love of a person. So
okay,
a love interest. So if somebody can be that important to you and you love them that much, then the whole universe is involved, and it's sort of like that. So and I'm glad that people are picking up on it. And I'm glad that you like this song and you're playing it. So it's one of my favourites that I've written.
I like that entire EP, and I've played all the songs off it pretty much. And
great! I appreciate that so much.
And I've got them in high rotation, so you know, I mean, and also I appreciate the little promo you recorded for me.
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff. I'll play that in front of every one of your songs that I put on here.
Oh,
So
great. Yeah, yep. No, that's good. And people get to know who I am. They hear me say something for a few seconds, and that's good. So,
well, hopefully they'll get to know you a little bit better after this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, thanks for the opportunity to talk to your listeners.
No, look, it's all about supporting good Aussie talent, and you tick that box very, very well. So, did you write that song, that particular song, alone, or was it a co-write?
This, all the songs are written by myself, but I do bring them to the producer, and he helps me arrange them. So
Okay.
it's Peter Stevenson is the producer, and so a lot of credit goes to him for the arrangements and making them sound really good for radio or for the listener. Like,
Okay.
So, and he'll make some suggestions. And on this particular one, it's a good point because I had most of the song done, but he said it needs something else. It needs, because I had a bridge that was instrumental, the middle section. He said, go away and write a bridge, and just think of somebody you love so much and write a bridge for them. And so I thought of my wife, and bang, there it is. It's one of the best parts of the song. It's my favourite part of the song, actually.
Good stuff.
So yeah, so it's interesting you say, because songs can develop over a number of years. Sometimes they come really quickly, and most of the song was written really quickly. But it can be a few years later that you decide, it needs something extra, and that just put it over the top. And I thank my producer for going, yeah, do a bit more with that. And he did some with the other songs as well. He said, this needs that or this needs that. And obviously the musicians bring something to the table as well. So
All right, yep.
they can make a song sound
Yep.
even better than what it was when it was just acoustic guitar and vocal, the way I'd written it.
Absolutely.
They can make it really, really kick off. So
It's amazing how a song can sort of take on a life of its own once you get a whole bunch of musos together to perform it, you know?
yeah, it is so important.
Yep.
Them bouncing off each other and coming up with something in the studio. And there's a certain type of magic to it.
Yep.
And which you just can't foresee until you get there, and it happens, and you go, that's the take. That's it. That's got that
Yep.
certain pizzazz about it. So
Absolutely, yeah.
you're right.
I understand.
Well, you're a musician too, so you know,
Yeah.
you've been there.
Well, yeah, that experience has actually happened to me exactly as you've explained it. And it really is a case of two or more heads are better than one. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. When you write something, you got something in your head, and you think it's good, which is what the ones that I go through with the songs, because there's dozens of songs and I've got to pick a few to work on. So, Okay, I've got to think it's good, and then you give it to somebody else, but they've got to catch the vibe, and they, like you say, they have something else to bring to the table, and then it becomes, like you said, there's more heads working on it. There's you can improve it.
Yep.
It could be something you didn't think of. So that is, the result is better than it's the sum of the parts.
Indeed.
That saying is, yeah.
You're quite right. Exactly right. I'm curious. Well, you must have had an experience where, you've written a song or a whole bunch of songs, let's say, and you've decided that a couple of them really aren't worth the effort. You're not going to record them. They're not good enough. But someone else comes along and listens to those songs, and suddenly they become desirable, and they say, well, that's got to go on the album, You ever had that experience?
I have, and I do hear of that happening. Like if you watch a documentary and you hear songs, it happens a lot. That it's the throwaway song, or the song that is just added onto the album. That becomes the big song, and it seems to happen all the time, and it has happened with me. But for me to present it to somebody, it's got to have something good about it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to show somebody, at least it's got something. There's something there. But I might think, that's a throwaway. not a throwaway, but my producer won't pick that one, but I'll show him anyway.
Yeah.
see what happens. And that has happened. And there's a song on here. Probably "Done Looking for Love" is the one.
Yep.
That, not that I didn't think it was a good song. I thought it was good, but I thought I had better songs.
Okay.
And my producer really just loved that song. And that's one of the songs that sort of has changed from when I wrote it to how it is on the album is quite different. The sound of it really is to do with the producer and the musicians getting together and really making something out of it and creating a good soundscape. Yeah. And then it really worked. That song really worked. So there's a vision that he had that I didn't have for it. I thought it was pretty much just a straightforward song, but he made it into something, really, really cool. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Yep.
And I think that's what you're getting at is it could have been just not on the record. So
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Exactly. It might have never seen the light of day otherwise.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's
because I wrote a number of songs and not all of them can make it. So there's dozens sitting at home that may not see the light of day, but maybe they will. So we'll see what happens.
Well, it sounds like you've got a wealth of material there. So I have to ask: is there an album in the works?
Yeah. Well, I've got enough for an album. That's for sure. I haven't done the recording part of it for the songs that I've got earmarked for the next recording. So it could be another EP or it could be a full album. So, and I hope to be recording that later in the year. There's costs involved in making and producing and mastering and mixing and all that. So it was more efficient to put out the EP at this time for me. So I'll see. I've definitely got another 5 songs. And there's probably 20 that I can choose from, but I've definitely picked out 5 that I'm definitely going to record, and I'll leave it up to the producer to say, well, there's another 5, we'll do an album, and hopefully that's how it works out. So,
well, I'll keep my fingers crossed because I've got I've got this EP of yours, and there's 5 songs on there, and it's not enough. I want more.
That's good to hear.
I want more.
Isn't that what you do?
Yeah.
Worked.
Yeah. Look, I gotta have some more Dean Weston material. It's as simple as that. But look, what I might do after we finish and I'm off air, I'll send you a text with our mailing address here at the studio, and I'm hoping that if anything comes from you in the future, I'd love to get a copy of it in the mail, if that would be possible.
Oh, yeah, that I will. I'll definitely send it, and we may even do a couple of singles first to get just to get the material out there, so that there's something to release this year. Because I want to release something this year. Yep. If we don't get the album finished, I'll look at doing at least one or 2 singles and send them down to you.
Okay. Look, the text I'll send you will also have my or the program's email address. So, if you're going to put out a single at any point, email it to me as an attachment.
Yep. Okay. Not a problem.
Hopefully a high quality MP3 like a 320 kps or whatever.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so that'd be great. Anything you put out, I want it, I'm not saying it's going to go to air because, look, there's some things I just won't like. Like I'm not a big fan of ballads, for instance. I very rarely play ballads. But the stuff you've got on this EP is absolutely wonderful. It's good, hard, country rock, and I love that. I really do. So just keep it coming, mate.
Oh, that's good to hear because I do like the result of the sound that we've got.
Yep. For
this, so I imagine we won't be straying too far from this now that we've hit this sound. I'm keen to get in and do some more in this area for sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's good news. I'm pleased to hear that.
And I've got plenty of songs that suit it too. So
cool.
So don't worry. There'll be some.
No worries at all. All right, I look forward to it. Now, where can people buy your music?
They can get it online. There's a website called Bandcamp.
Yep.
You can actually purchase the online album.
Okay.
On there, all the singles. You can purchase them individually if you want to, the individual songs.
Okay.
You can stream them on places like Apple Music and Amazon and YouTube.
Spotify.
Spotify. I haven't got it on Spotify yet. I'm working on that, so
Okay.
but it should be up in the next.
It's unusual to hear people say that they haven't got anything on Spotify.
Yeah. No, I had it on Spotify. I put it on Spotify, and there was a problem with my previous distributor, and it didn't work for some reason. So
Okay.
I've just waited to make sure it's sorted out with my new distributor. You have to have an online distributor to get it. You can't put it straight to Spotify. So I'm just working that out, and you should have it on there as soon as that's sorted out. So, but it's on all the others.
Okay, cool. Now, who have been your main influences as a musician?
There's lots. So,
Okay, yeah.
So how much time have we got?
We've got about 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
It's probably not enough, but just.
No, that's all right. I grew up when I was a kid in the late 70s, early 80s. You get influenced by what's around. So what was around then was a big impact, and you had a lot of the classic bands from the previous decade. So you still, I love the Beatles.
Oh yeah.
It's a big influence on my songwriting, of course. Greatest songwriters ever.
I actually saw them live in concert.
Oh, you saw them live?
Absolutely. I was 12 years old, Festival Hall.
Oh, sensational. They played in Melbourne, didn't they?
They did, yeah. And it was the Beatles because Ringo Starr came out.
Oh, right, yeah, that's right, because some of the tour he wasn't here, yeah.
Yeah, so...
I've seen a video of that performance, I think. So you were in the crowd.
I was.
Probably see you in the
I was 15 rows from the stage. I was there, 12 years old,
I think those lucky people there. That was you.
Yeah, no. And I couldn't hear anything.
No, I see.
It was just this. It was nuts. You know what I mean? It was.
Yeah.
The place was just full of screaming girls. You couldn't hear a damn thing. But anyway, that was all part of it. But I like to brag about that every chance I get. I saw the Beatles live.
What an experience.
Yeah, it was.
You're totally involved in music. You're a musician, and you're in the industry. It's you just got the biggest experience in the world.
That's actually what decided me to become a musician, because I saw all these screaming girls, and I thought, well, if that's all you got to do to attract girls is to get up there and play guitar, I'll be in it. So I went off to get some guitar lessons, and that.
Yep. And that makes sense.
And the rest is history. But no girls ever scream for me.
There's always hope. Just keep doing it. They'll be there.
Okay.
That's what I say to myself. I haven't had the big screaming fan thing happen yet, but you never know. If you keep playing my songs,
absolutely,
it could happen.
Yeah, don't give up on it.
Don't give up. Yeah, and I'll make some good music in the meantime anyway. So
that's the most important thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because I'll scream. I'll scream for you if you like.
Oh, that's fantastic. But the good thing is making this recording and doing the gigs and getting it out there, and the radio stations playing it, you supporting my music, it's a big thrill for me. And when my kids hear it on the radio, it's just an amazing feeling to I've done that, and it's like a legacy for them to go, oh, my dad did that. That's that's an achievement.
It's there forever. So
that's right.
It's a good thing. All right, Dean, look, I'm sorry, we are out of time. I would love to keep chatting with you for the rest of the show, but...
Oh, me too, yeah. I've enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll just have a chat again.
Absolutely.
Yep, when we can.
Absolutely. I won't lose your number.
No, don't lose my number. And Billy, don't lose that number. An 80s reference there.
Harry, don't lose that number.
Phil Collins, he was good.
Okay. All right, look, thanks for taking the time to have this chat with me, Dean. I really do appreciate it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I look forward to the next time we can do it together. So, yeah, good stuff. In the meantime, keep up the good work.
Oh, thanks, Harry. I definitely will. And thanks to the listeners of the Country Club. on Planny Valley. Yeah, it's good to talk to you, and grateful for the opportunity to be heard by your listeners. Fantastic.
No, all about supporting good Aussie talent, like I said, mate.
Oh, yes, and there's a lot of us out there. So and we do need the support. And we do appreciate the industry support that you give. So.
No worries.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Dean, and lovely to talk with you again, and looking forward to doing it again. But in the meantime, look after yourself, stay safe, and enjoy life.
Okay, I will. Thanks, Harry. You too.
All right.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Dean. See you later.
Bye.